Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast, Hermit Pack. I'm Zero, and today guys, we're going to take a look at a couple of things we need to work on in the Soul Forge, and we're going to try and wrap it up. I know it's been a long, enduring 3 episodes, and this is going to be the 4th one, but I promise this is the last one. We're going to wrap it up, and if there's anything left over, I'm going to do it off camera, so you don't have to see it, because a lot of it's just kind of building and kind of rinse, repeat, whatever, you know. I'll add a few mods in here and there, but it is what it is. Nothing I won't recap on so you guys can't see. So our first area we'd like to tackle today is, if you guys notice, there is quite a few sheep in here, and I'm actually using one of the chunk loaders from RF Utilities. I think that's what it's from. Let's go take a look at it real quick, just to be sure, so I don't sound like a complete idiot. It should be right down here. Oh, and let's turn that screen back on, that HUD. It was down here. Maybe I got rid of it. Hello? Zero? Okay, maybe I got rid of it. Huh. Oh, but now I'm stuck. I kind of have my doubts that I got rid of it. I feel like I definitely would keep this here just because of the mob spawner, and I am EXP greedy. But I don't see it, so it must be gone. Unless, was it removed in a patch or something? Okay. So, I take that back. Yeah, there's no chunk loader here. Anyway, run into a couple issues here. When I first start up, guys, and if, like I said, I'll get back to here in the sheep in just a second. When I first start up, my my blaze farm slash miner skeleton farm here is overloaded. My frames are 1. Sometimes 0 if that's a thing. I'm sure it could get to 0 if I let it sit there. Yeah. I don't know if it's because of the chunk loader, which I can't seem to find. I'm sure, I feel like there's really got to be one around here somewhere. But yeah, my frames are absolute garbage. They are in the trash, and I cannot do anything in the game. And I have to like wait and sit here and wait for everything to load up and try to fly away to unload the chunk. Also, my goodness, look at these chickens. And the pigs are coming back. The pigs, however, as you guys know, in the previous episode, we installed a shield generator here that would kill the pigs, the farm for us, because there's no real good way to farm them. And as well as the cows, they seem to be set at this kind of number once the, I don't know if the growth rate ratio is whatever, and I think there may be way too many cows, and you can actually see that. You can't click through the glass, unfortunately, but you can actually see that there's too many cows in here. By the feeder, it'll tell you like way too many animals cannot feed, which I guess we should really look into, because if they can't feed, they can't produce. If they can't produce, we can't get our materials. So guys, what we're going to do in today's episode is we're going to find a way to kind of control this. We're going to try and do some population management. This many chickens produce this many chickens, so I might move a few of them over here, and we're going to install force fields into everything here, including the blaze spawner, because when I first log in, I think I might start logging out next to the blaze spawner. Actually, you know what, now I'm thinking about it. Let's hook them all up to 1. Yeah. Let's hook them all up to 1. We'll be like some massive kill switch, and they'll all be hooked up at the same time. So when we log in, we'll kill everything, and during the time that I'm logged on in the game, this will actually they'll spawn and we'll create plenty of items. The thing is, we have, and let's just go take a look at this system real quick. Let's take a look at pork. Pork. 2.2k guys. We have plenty of pork. How about beef? 1.3k. Feathers, 403. That's pretty good. What else is there? Wool, 317. We have, guys, we have tons of supply here. So I'm not too concerned right now if putting these kill switches in and, you know, kind of slowing down the supply route. Also, this blaze farm, guys, I feel like I should take it back. Maybe it's because we haven't been doing a lot of enchanting or using our XP that much, but I gotta take it back, guys. Look at this. Bam, 193 levels in here. 193 just from this, and I haven't had this thing active at all. Like, I've had no need for it yet because we haven't started our wither farmer. So yeah, this thing is not bad, not bad. But anyway, let's get to work on those force field generators so we can start. You. These guys always seem to find a way in here, no matter how many light sources you have. Get out of here. And I'm going to have to also take a look around here. F7, I think it is, will show us, according to F7, I have no spawning issues. Let's take a look outside. Yeah, apparently everything's good in here. So let's just do a quick once over. Alright, up here, looks good. I know this looks like really garbage, guys, with all the light orbs around here. We're going to make this look a little more prettier later in a little bit. But for now, it's going to do okay. And maybe we should check underneath that. We'll do that later. Maybe I'll do that off camera. So it looks like we don't really have any spawnable areas in here. We have this one yellow spot right here. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Boop. Nice. And done. Alright, so let's go ahead and start working on these force field generators. And the first thing I want to do, before we do any of that, is... And we're going to go right over here to our base. I know I should... Why don't I use the transporter? I don't know. Sometimes I just forget to use it. And I'm angry at myself for doing it. Okay, I'm going to take you guys here into the back of the mess. Oh, gosh. Oh, so disappointing. Mother would be so upset. Alright, so one of our first things we need to do is we need to get access to our crafting grid upstairs. And in order to do that, or upstairs, I mean in our soul forge. So, craft. And in order to do that, the fast way to do this, guys, if you have everything set up accordingly, like I do, come into here, go into your NEI or JEI, whatever it is, and we're going to go into our crafting area for our setting up our patterns. We're going to go into grid, and the grid is set up like so. So we're going to go ahead and make one of those. And that is just simple shapeless crafting. And we'll go ahead and throw it in here. I think this one's got an available slot. It does. Okay. So that's set up. Now, in order to generate our next step, which is our crafting monitor, is that what we need? Crafting monitor, crafting grid. Okay. So we need a grid and a crafting table. Well, I don't know. Do we have crafting tables in the system? Let's take a look. Only craftables. I do not see them. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that, because I'm under the assumption that at some point we will be making additional crafting monitors. So we'll go ahead and make another pattern. We'll throw that into. And what else was there on there? I think that actually sums it up, because next thing is we need to put this in a solderer, and I don't think we have any room left in our solderers. Oh, look at that, we do. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll go over to here, crafting grid, and it's an advanced processor, a grid, and a crafting table. So let's go ahead and make those in our now available crafting system. Only craftables. Craft one. I know it's really easy, but we're just doing it because it's fun. It's fun this way. And we need one grid. And the grid may actually take a moment because I don't know if we have the supplies available. So, oh, wow, look at that. We actually did. Let me go ahead and throw some stuff in the inventory because we do not need them anymore. At least not on us for the time being. And that should do it. Okay, so now we have a grid and a crafting table. And the last thing we need is an advanced processor, correct? Yes, an advanced processor. And that is, where is our advanced processors? There they are. And craft one, start. Okay, shouldn't take too long. Nice. Okay, finally, we are going to go set up a shaped pattern. Now this, the process pattern encoder, this is a portion where you actually need to put in the elements that need to be utilized in order to make said material. And I don't know if the placement actually works, because if it's important, because it does in fact make that that some of the tools in fact only have one place they can put the item, so I don't know if it really matters. So I'll put that in, see if I can grab it. Oh, missed it. Okay. So you do have to manually make it once. That's fine. And we'll turn that off, and we'll go craft. And there's our crafting grid. Now, I know this is the initial investment, but now we'll put this over here in our process pattern encoder. Make the pattern. Done. And we'll throw it into our crafter. That's the one. And now, guys, craftable. And now we can make crafting grids freely. No additional hands-on processing needed. So now we have our crafting grid. I'm gonna go ahead and hook that up to our Soulforge network, and I'm gonna grab some of the components that we need to go ahead and get started on our force field, or force shield. You know, the thing that's gonna kill all this stuff for us. Alright guys, let's get started. I'm going to do one with you guys, and then I'm going to do a time lapse for the other three. Oh, actually, we have one here. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do a time lapse for the rest of them, and the Blaze Farm, it's going to be also a time lapse because it's going to be a little difficult getting in there, and I needed to really focus. It's going to be pretty dangerous. I probably should knock some of those torturinos off there to help with the process. But let's go ahead and get started here. Let's do the sheep first. So the sheep, first thing we need to do is break in here. And it's probably a good idea to, in fact, block this up. Oh, almost fell victim to our own trap there. So let's go ahead and block that off there. And unfortunately, if you're faint of heart, I recommend turning down the video, closing your eyes, and looking away. Oh, oh no. Oh gosh. Okay, guys, it's over now. You can turn and look now. It's the deed's been done. The deed has been done. All right, let's go ahead and throw these in here. Yeah, we're gonna throw it all the way up against here. I might just break some more of this glass out, and that'll work. Okay, and I probably should drop some stuff because I don't want to. Yeah, who needs another brick? We got plenty of that. Let's fill the rest of this in. And you might be wondering, why are you making it horizontal instead of vertical? Well, I make it vertical or horizontal because, in fact, we don't want to run into the spikes, and the mobs, when you damage them, they actually go forward instead of wherever they just go forward. So that doesn't help us out any. So kill these guys. Fill this in. Probably should have done it from the start, huh? Oh, and there's one of these. These things are so annoying. I still have not figured out what they're for. And they won't die. They just sit there. You have to wait for them to time out. So, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Anytime now. Thank you. Okay. So now we got that set up. Let's go ahead and... Actually, you know, I do need another brick, don't I? To keep up for the aesthetics. Aesthetics are good. I thought I had... Oh, you know what? Hello. Forgot about this. Nice. Extend the inventory for the win. Excellent, excellent. Okay. So let's hop in here. And we will hook up our... You know what? If we're going to make this all centralized and all that goodness... let's see. I think it was this one. Yes. Let's go ahead and hook this up here. We'll activate it. And let's take a look inside. And we want to do a... Entities will be damaged. And they're all passive mobs. And we want this to be active on a redstone only. Shield will be obviously red, because red is the color of blood, and that's what I am covered in when I slay my enemies. And we'll go with player damage. Add. Okay. And then we just need to find our area to hook this up to. Do we have any conduits nearby? Oh, wow, we have a ways to go. I don't know if I have enough. Let's give it a shot, shall we? The closest route looks like if I go from here, and we're going to hook all these up anyway. So possibly, if I just make a straight line right here, do you think that'll work? Let's see. If I can fit in here. Okay, and whoop, whoop, over. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Ooh. Again, I promise I know how to play this game. I know how to play this game. Oh my gosh, I am all over the place. This is really embarrassing. Okay, yeah, seriously guys, I've never struggled so hard with something like this. I don't know what that's about. And I'm very disappointed with myself. Oh, and look at that, we have to actually burrow underneath our refined storage cable. And now let's hook it up. Very good. Nice. Now we also need to add in a switch to link all of this up together. And I think oh, here's the top level of this too, by the way. Not done, obviously. We need to find a place to put that switch. Now I'm thinking we'll probably keep it right here. What the? Hello? Do I have... Is this Guardians? Silverfish? Huh. Okay, don't know what that's about. Yeah, anyway, we're going to find a place to put this switch. I'm thinking right here is probably the best spot. You know what I mean? It's like right here, like this like kind of controls this area right here, and this will kill everything. And I like to have access to it right away because, you know, like at some point it might get laggy in here during gameplay, and we just need to make sure that we're able to kill everything instantaneously. Look at these blazes. Oh my goodness, look at these blazes. They are non-stop spawning. Okay, so let's break into here, and oh my goodness, we have quite a bit of cleaning out to do down over here. And let's go ahead and knock this out. Okay, and we're down in this level. All right. You know what? Why don't you guys come along for the ride? So let's say right here, right? Yes. So boop boop. I promise I will do better this time with laying conduits. Slow and steady, that's what they say. Slow and steady wins the race here. So first thing to do, we need to head over to our pig conduit. And where is my Yeta wrench? And we will Just go right through here. Hold shift to have a little more control with yourself. You know what I mean? Ooh, we better fill some stuff in there too. Let's go ahead and... Nope, that's build one. Do not want to do build one. Block that out. Put some light there. Okay, let's kind of... Oh my gosh, just... Oh, I'm trapped. Oh my goodness. I promise guys, I am going to go back through here, and I just want to get everything linked up so we have we know what we're working with, and you know, it's a little more, I don't know, a little more convenient. But for right now, the time being, we are definitely just kind of hodgepodging stuff together. And actually, no, forgot. We're working with Ender.io here. We can stack these up. Nice. Okay, and we'll bring this over. Remember, this doesn't have to be pretty just yet. This is something I will do off camera because nobody wants to see conduit cleaning up. It's like a, I don't know. It's nasty. It's nasty and it's not fun. And it's like cable managing for computers. It's personally my favorite part. Oh, speaking of computers, it's personally my favorite part with when I'm building computers. And I really like cable management. It's my favorite part of the thing, or favorite, like, you know, it's like the most artistic component to building computers is cable management, how you run everything. But yeah, I will be definitely doing that down here. And we need to get over there now. So let's sneak in. Oh, and there's some extra conduit. Get down here. You're embarrassing me. And we will go ahead and just follow this route. Oh, it just never ends. Never ends. All right, and let's just go ahead and go this way. This way. Not there. And we will start coming down from there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we'll just maybe we'll keep going over. You know what? Let's just keep going over. Keep it all together. Bing, bing, bing. Ooh, and we are going to run out of redstone. We are definitely going to run out of redstone. Let's hop back up there and get some real quick. Anyway, guys, we got that all ready to go. Okay, we already got some sheep in there, so that's good. Let's go ahead and test it out. And put this right here. Good to go. I don't care. And we'll throw this right here. Let's go to the second rung. And you know, I'll throw a light source back here just to be safe. And I think it's 1, 2. Oh, you know what? We have to knock a few of these out because we're going to have to actually set this up. So let's go ahead and put this down here. Put this down here. We're going to have to jump back there just to make sure that everything reads out correctly. Put the switch on the wall. And then if I can just get it. Oh, maybe you had to wrench that. Nice. And then we get into it. Input out strong, color good. Okay. Actually, you know what? Maybe we need to put it, I don't know, strong signal. And this should power. Nice. On and on. Okay. Sweet. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse the rest of these because they obviously is kind of a lengthy process, and there's a couple of things we need to cover in this episode before we're over with. So, here we go. Okay. So everything is hooked up to our kill switch. Let's check it out. Give it a flick. Oh no. And our witches are hooked up. I'll fix that later. But yeah, everything seems to be hooked up, guys. Everything's running smooth. Looks good. Nice. Okay. Whoa. Okay. On the next project. Alright, guys. We are back at the top of the Soul Forge, and we are ready to put together our Wither spawner. Now, I'm not necessarily sure what the blast rate is for the Wither is, but however, we are going to start ourselves with a nice foundation to house the Wither initial explosion, which should be our only real concern. So I'm using some reinforced obsidian. There's some other oh, I did not mean to do that. There's some other material. It's called, starts with an L. This lancidolite, and it comes from our what is it? Void ore miner. And yeah, don't really. We had a little bit. I was not very much. Not enough to like actually build quite a bit. So we're just gonna have to go with this. I'm hoping that this does actually contain our explosion. Ooh, oh wow! I actually have to. That takes some time to mine. Okay, so we're gonna start with this initial 3x3 base. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And on the back side, we're just gonna build it up. Let's go 3. Let's do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think that should be far enough to contain the Wither explosion. I don't know if there's like any sort of collision issues with it coming outside of the box, so we will see. And if it doesn't, that'll be really good. Might be able to actually shrink this down a little bit more, which I'd really like to. I don't like this being that big, but I don't know if like if the explosion exceeds the area of the box. That would be pretty problematic. So I'm hoping this is enough, because I do not want to. Basically, what I've been having to do is there's actually a bit of a duration between this take and the previous take, because I've had to sit around and mine obsidian, and it's not that too hard with my axe, my fancy what is this called, atomic disassembler, but it's time consuming trying to find it. So let's see, we got this. What else I want? Okay, yeah. So he's gonna fall to the bottom, and we're just gonna have a little opening down here, and I think that should be okay. You know what? Let's just even it out, and we'll just see if it does in fact break it. If so, then I'll just do it. I'll just put some more together off camera. Won't be a big deal. All right, and we will even it out right here. Boom, boom, cool. And I don't think that it's a big deal having this opening. Do we keep it though? Let's get rid of it. So we'll just have this little, just in case he decides to slip through or something. So we'll break the side over here. No, actually, guys, I actually realized something too. We have a use for Killer Joe now. That's right. We have a use for the guy. He's going to sit right here, and he's going to bash on him. I tried using the force fields in a creative game, and it wasn't working out too well. So we're going to go with Killer Joe, and Killer Joe's going to get his time to shine. I'm going to go ahead and toss our block protector back here. It is a little cheaty, but guys, we're going to have to use it because it... Again, I can't trust this Wither's explosion if it goes beyond the boxes. We're going to use the Actually Additions auto placer. And, oh, did I not make enough? No way. 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need 2 more. No big deal. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to make 2 more of those real quick. That shouldn't take but 2 seconds. I went ahead and put a crafting table in here. And that's a piece of wool. Don't want that in there. And what was it? Auto placer. Where is it? Right. Auto placer. Oh, we gotta make some batteries, don't we? Or coils. Make 2 of those. Perfect. And I will make 2 of those, and we'll take that upstairs. That is the one thing annoying about this coin, guys. While it is very, very powerful and very helpful, it does in fact collect a lot of things, especially from the mob spawners that, the mob spawners are supposed to be collecting. Alright, so we got that set up. Now we're going to go from refined storage, and we're going to add these exporters to the back of these. Now initially we're going to have to fill these up on our own, but if I have the Wither skeleton spawner running for a while, and we have plenty of soul sand in there, we should be able to fill all these up with stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of material. Okay, so we got that there. What else do we need? We got the block protector, we got the importer. We also need to import some neutral distillation to Joe. And I'm going to go ahead and run all the cables for this off camera, but I just want to make sure you guys see all the setup. This is a block protector. I'm going to grab a wrench and start protecting everything. So let's see. Do I have a wrench? I thought I did. I know I've used that block protector before. Let's check. Wrench, I do not. So let's look one up. And it's the wrench from RF Tools. No problem. No problem at all. And let's see if I can do without RF. If I can't do with RF, I will go ahead and run all the cables for this stuff, and then I will get to see you guys in just a second. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Set you here. Select. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Now select blocks. Okay. And I want to select Killer Joe. And just to be safe, we're going to go ahead and select these guys. Sweet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to go ahead and hook this up to our refined storage system, and then hook these guys up, or hook this up to our RF system, and it should only take me a couple minutes. Alright guys, small change of plans. Ran into a little bit of a difficult technical difficulty here, and that was that we can't in fact have the refined storage on the back of here if we want to run the Ender.io insulated red stone conduits. So we're going to have to go a different route, which is not a big deal. In fact, I think it's actually a little more convenient. So we're going to go ahead and place a chest here, and on this chest we're going to use an external storage. And you might be saying, why not just use an importer? Well, the fact is we still want to have access to our soul sand and our wither skulls in this chest, which is important because we also use these ingredients to craft other things within our system. Now, I already pulled all the wither skulls out of here, so that's fine, and the soul sand, but we're going to keep them out for now because we need to. I don't have that much yet, guys. I don't have that much, but we soon will. And when we do, then these things will be completely full and we won't have to worry about it. But for the time being, we're just going to have to make do, and I'll spread it out accordingly as best I can. And with that being done, we can then just let it simply run, pull off this chest, and this will have to active without signal, constantly extracting, and these will be all set to insert. And then I'm going to go ahead and set all of these to pulse. I've set a couple of them already, but then realized that that's an important note to realize when you're trying to set this system up. So pulse, 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 and yeah, pulse. Okay, cool. So those are all set to pulse, and they should, just to double check, extract. Okay, so we're going to go insert, 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 and we're just going to set all these to insert, just because for the obvious reason we don't want these pulling out anything. And these do, just like all dispensers, they do have a 3x3 area for placement. And so now they're all set to pull, so we don't have to worry about them shooting off and, you know, making whatever. Actually, let's just do this real quick. 3, okay, and so I'll take 18, and I'll split that in half, 19 and 18. And then for the soul sand, we need to split up against 4, so let's just do 4, 16, 16, that's nice. Nice even 16. Okay, that's got 16 in it, 16, 16, and 16. And then I'll go ahead and put a bunch of these. Actually, let me pull this one out real quick. We're obviously not going to do this a whole bunch right away yet, so I have some filters in here, some old ones, some new ones, so we're going to clear some of these filters out. So set that to soul sand. Nope. Hey, there you go. And set this one to soul sand as well. You can't shift click, so it's kind of a drag. You have to actually manually click it in there. And soul sand again. We'll set all these bottom 3 obvious ones to soul sand. For those who don't know how to spawn a wither, and don't be ashamed if you don't. You know, I actually had to learn a few things from Wiki to figure out what I was doing wrong because I wasn't spawning a wither correctly. And apparently you can't spawn a wither on peaceful. So there's a pro tip of the day: can't spawn wither on peaceful. Oh, and we don't obviously want that. We want. I knew there's a reason I was going here. And we want to put wither skulls in here. So finally, our next step is actually to add another chest here, and oh no, we don't want to do that. We do not want to do that. Bad. We're gonna set up. Let's set it up. We have an importer here. Importer, good. Okay, so we'll take the importer and we will set it up here like so, and I'll have to adjust that. Use the other wrench. Oh, had it right where I wanted it. Nice. Okay, and then we will set this here. And then, from random things, we will go ahead and use the advanced item collector, and this will let us pull items through the wall, so we don't have to worry about, you know, having to put a vacuum chest in there and worrying about it getting hit by the wither. And we'll set it all the way up. I don't know what else it's going to pick up. Shouldn't be picking up anything other than what the wither spawns. Okay, so finally, we're going to do the redstone circuitry. And I think I have that stuff up here. So let's go ahead and put it here. Redstone conduits. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and hook all these up here. And I will be back with you guys in just a second. Okay guys, and we are done with wiring everything up. The redstone conduits are in place. I'll show you guys where to go to. There's just basically two pieces here because I don't have a timer set up to separate between the sand and the skulls. So we have two switches here, no big deal. Red and the green, they'll go around here, up in the back, and then they hook up to here. And basically the sand will go first, and then the skulls go down. And yeah, then the wither should fall down here. Everything should be pretty well protected. If not, I can just adjust the block protector. We have plenty of RF. I know essentially it's kind of cheaty that I can protect any block I wanted to, but I wanted to go as kind of legit as I could with the obsidian. So without further ado, let's turn Killer Joe on. He is always active and alive now. So start with the left. First the sand. Sand's placed. Wither's falling. And I think those bars... Oh, actually I protected the bars. Okay, he was able to hit me. Uh-oh. Oh no! He escaped somehow. Okay guys, this is take 2 for the wither spawner. Don't worry about that cell sand in there, it was an oopsies. Basically just added some additional block protection for these guys up here. And we're going to go ahead and let's see what happens. So we're going to set the sand sets. And skulls are set, wither spawns. Now, with all the block protection, he shouldn't be able to escape. The last one sent like just soaring into this guy. I do not know what that was about. Let's see what happens. Okay, so anything on the corner seems to be getting damaged. Oh, and we have to activate Killer Joe. Okay, I thought those were block protected, maybe not. But it seems to be Killer Joe is doing the job. Alright, alright. And there we have it. The wither is dead. Oh, what was I thinking? But yeah, so there's an issue, guys. If you have anything on the corners here, these areas, anything that's exposed on those will be damaged by the wither's explosion, so it's important to cover those up. So I'll make some more reinforced obsidian and get that covered up. Unfortunately though guys, that is going to have to do it for today's episode. We have run way out of time, so I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked what you saw. And the Soul Forge, unfortunately, may have to go one more episode. I don't know. I might just clean it up between episodes, but there's not much left to it, guys. Got to put a roof on here and put the Empower and some other stuff in here, but no big deal. I will see you guys next episode. Thanks for watching. This is Zero, and I will see you guys later.